Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to welcome everyone here today. Welcome to Driving Park, our new recreation center. Hopefully afterwards, if you haven't had a tour of our facility, please feel free to come and we'll open up and we'll show you around. I just would like to thank everybody for coming out, and I also want to talk about, real briefly, some of the things with our new renovation that we're doing. Tonight, we have our baseball. We have 300 participants with our baseball. We're the only independent RBI Major League Baseball program in the state of Ohio. The other programs are either affiliated with Cleveland Indians or they're affiliated with the Cincinnati Reds. Also, people have been utilizing our pickleball. We have our pickleball for our residents, and it's taken off real good. And then June 12th, the remaining pools are open, and we're opening on the 12th to give our kids a lot more things to do since school is out. Right now, I would like to introduce a young lady. She's a senior at Centennial High School, going to Bowling Green University. Her name is Elijah McKnight. His name.
Hello. It's me. Again, my name is Elijah. I go to Centennial High School. I'll be graduating Friday. In the fall, I'll be attending Bowling Green State University, so I'm really excited. So since school's out, there's tons of kids. They don't have anything to do. And the Boys and Girls Club is a place for where kids can come and stay active and just stay off the streets. It's getting hot. It's the summertime. As you know, the crime rate, I think, especially like homicide and things like that, increase in the summertime. And so the club is just a place, a safe place. And it was the same for me. Growing up, there was a lot of gang violence in my area and people dying and things like that. And 9-year-olds and 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds shouldn't, have to deal with that and experience that. And so the club was always just a safe place. Everybody in the community was there and things like that. And it just made you feel safe. And there's family and things like that. And we have certain programs like Passport to Manhood to really enhance people's street smarts, kind of, and just being smart about going out in the summertime and things like that, and a lot of things can pop off. So the club has always just educated us on things and just made sure our minds stay sharp over the summertime. We have a lot of different programs that even help with kids continuing on to go to school. So, because a lot of kids lose a lot of knowledge and things like that over the summertime because we are playing, we're at the swimming pool and things like that, and we're at home board, and the club keeps our minds sharp. So when we do go back to school, we don't have that, brain drought kind of. So yeah, the club it's been a huge part of my life, and it's an amazing program. And now I want to introduce to you guys an awesome guy. Just talk to him for a minute, Mayor Andrew Ginther.
So proud and impressed with Elijah. He's heading off to Bowling Green and going to be a great addition to the Falcon family. And he tells me he's going to help make what is currently behind New York and Los Angeles, Columbus's fashion industry, the third largest in the country. He just committed to me he's going to make us number 2. So I am excited about the future that he has for Columbus. To Rec and Parks Director Collins and to Will, thank you for having us back. Our great partners at the school district, President Baker, Vice President Cole, Councilmember Page, thank you for being here and for being part of this. He tried to sneak in because he's just this way, but he's another Columbus City Schools kid. Our city attorney, Rick Pfeiffer, is here, and thank you for being here and being part of this. Our great partners at Franklin County who have been tremendous and have stepped up in bigger and better ways for our kids this summer, and all of our other partners Boys and Girls Club of Columbus, the Museum of Art, Columbus Zoo, Metropolitan Library, Franklin Park Conservatory, COSI, the Ohio History Connection, LRNG Columbus, Gateway Film Centers, and all of our other partners. What an exciting time to begin and celebrate the beginning of summer. This is the last week of school for our students, and they are excited to get out, have some fun, let their hair down a little bit, and enjoy a great summer. You know, the goal of ours as the city, in partnership with the school district and all of our other partners from neighborhood agencies, is the commitment to make sure that it's a safe, enjoyable summer for all of our residents. So in the last couple of weeks, the city's been highlighting community-based safety initiatives that strengthen neighborhoods and foster trust. So with My Brother's Keeper, we made a commitment along with the county and city council, along with our Department of Neighborhoods, to address opportunity gaps for boys and men of color in our community. We held an MBK Summit where youth, police, and community leaders engaged in much-needed dialogue. With respect to summer youth employment, one of our community's collective largest investments ever, we know that summer youth employment provides our young people with skills and experience, but it is also a key strategy in the prevention of youth violence. The county will be employing 2,300 youths this summer. And on top of that, the city has 160 openings as well. Applications are being accepted through June 9th. My understanding, this is one of the largest summer youth employment programs this community has ever had. And then, under the leadership of Council President Klein and Councilmember Page and other council members, the CARE Coalition, Community Action, Resilience, and Empowerment Coalition, because we know violence isn't just a criminal issue, but a public health issue. Last week, City Council announced additional funding to expand the Trauma Unit program, which is a combination of social service providers and social workers supporting communities that have experienced traumatic events. And many of you probably read or have seen more about Teen and Police Service Academy, or TAPS. Last week, middle schoolers from Pfeiffer and Ginther's alma mater of Dominion Middle School, although when he was there it was a junior high, wasn't it? Dominion, and he likes to say we're classmates, but I'm not quite sure I buy into that. And Champion Middle School graduated from an 11-week program designed to reduce the social distance between youth and law enforcement. There's an inspiring video, if you haven't seen it, on the results of the Columbus Division of Police's Facebook page and mine as well. Today we want to talk about summer events and programs geared toward youth and families. We know that children are safe when they are in school. We need to make sure they have safe places and experiences that keep them engaged and growing through the summer months. As we did with the Spring Break Initiative, we are using the Recreation and Parks website as a clearinghouse for information about summer activities. In a few moments, Councilmember Page will tell you about the exciting programming happening at the city's Recreation and Parks facilities. In essence, our charge as a city was, let's look at what we're doing, study what has worked, change, and make sure that if we're embracing research and evidence-based programming and ideas, let's be willing to put those forward in a new and aggressive way to make sure that our young people are safe. As we did with the Spring Break Initiative, we have all of those agencies coming back together for a prolonged, committed effort for the entire summer. Here's just a few of the highlights from our partners. The Columbus Museum of Art will continue to offer Teen Studio, where youth can drop in and experiment with technology and art supplies. The Columbus Zoo and CODA are teamed up with Zoo Bus. It's $2 each way on CODA and $3 admission to the zoo. The zoo is also still recruiting summer employees. COSI has a tech studio which is free without admission and allows youth to explore 3D modeling and printing, videography, and photography. Check out the website at columbus.gov/schoolsout and check back frequently. We'll be adding more events and programming throughout the summer. I want to thank all of our partners, both internal and external. I know that we are committed to making this a safe summer. In the coming weeks, we will continue to roll out programs and initiatives aimed at building up communities and making sure that everyone in our community, regardless of their neighborhood, feels safe and welcome. On Thursday, I'll meet with the residents being trained as community evaluators who are helping us select the recruiting classes of fire and police. And we've seen some great success in expanding our reach to women and communities of color there. On Saturday, the Safe Passage Summit will bring together gang leaders to change the story of youth violence. And on June 13th, we'll kick off the summer meal program this year with the hashtag #GoLunch. The City Recreation and Parks Department is the largest summer meal sponsor in the entire state of Ohio, and Director Collins is committed to growing that program in the future. It's now my great honor to introduce our amazing partner in this work, the leader of Columbus City Schools, Dr. Dan Good.
So I often tell our 52,000 students that in the Ohio Revised Code, it describes the superintendent's role in Latin, and it says, you are in loci parentis, which means you are in place of the parent. And so I remind them that means I am your daddy. So, but I would be a very, very bad parent because I have favorites. And as good parents would tell you, their favorite child is always the one they're with. So Elijah, you truly are one of our favorites. We've kind of grown up together during your high school career. You're ending your 4th year there, and I'm ending my 4th year with Columbus City Schools. So it's really been a pleasure getting to know you. What you didn't get to hear is his beautiful, beautiful voice. And I've heard him sing on multiple occasions. And Elijah, we're going to be hearing about you in the future. I'm very, very proud of you. I also was amazed. How many of you recognize those books on the top right shelf there? Huh? Elijah, do you know what those are? That's our form of Google. It's called the Britannica Encyclopedias. And that was kind of our window to the world when many of us were growing up. And there's a marvelous book called From A to Z that if you haven't picked it up, it's a quick tour from cover to cover of the Britannica Encyclopedias, and you would enjoy it. So enough about that. I want to start by thanking Mayor Ginther again for bringing us together and bringing even more partners for Schools Out effort. It was more than a year ago when you and I and our Board of Education, represented by President Baker and Vice President Cole, first put the spotlight on creating more safe opportunities for our young people when the safety net of our school buildings isn't available. And today, as we look around, this partnership has grown to include so many more, which is proof that when our entire community comes together, rallied behind a cause and purpose, great results happen. Now, this Thursday is the last day of our traditional school year. Remember that we have year-round schools, too, for those lucky few. And I know many of our young people are counting down, but the end of the school year doesn't mean we close up shop for the summer. Columbus City Schools offers the region's largest summer school program, and we are expecting a full house of eager learners. From elementary through high school, we're open for business and open for growing young minds, halting what is often referred to as the summer slide, when students gradually lose some of their academic skills when they're away from school for too long. Our summer school program is perfect for students at any grade level and perfect for their families as well, who want to see their children get ahead in their studies or receive some individualized attention on tough subjects. Here in the Driving Park neighborhood, we have open summer school slots still at South High School, at Champion Middle School, and at Parsons Elementary, which will also feature an afternoon Boys and Girls Club program. And by the way, yes, all of those buildings are air conditioned. There are also programs open at citywide at other buildings in other neighborhoods such as Clinton and Wineland Park Elementary Schools, and our newest campus, the Columbus Afrocentric Early College campus just north. So you can go online to our website right now to register for summer school, and it is free at all of our elementary and middle schools. The high school registration has a small fee that the registration opens on June 5th. I really appreciate that so many of our education partners across the city have stepped up, those behind me, those that are here in the audience, and others that couldn't be here. But they've offered special summer programs aimed at helping and extending the learning of all of our youth. We keep students of all age safe when we keep them engaged, and we need to remember that, adults. We keep them on a never-ending path of education and learning and personal growth. So we really look forward to a safe summer break starting in just 3 days, but more so we look forward to celebrating our young people and the limitless potential they each possess, even in the summer. So I thank you, and now I'm proud to introduce to you Councilmember Jaiza Page.
Again, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Superintendent Good, Mayor Ginther, for allowing me to be here this afternoon. And I just want to briefly talk about one of the programs that we offer through Recreation and Parks, and it kind of goes along with what you were talking about, Elijah. Just there are children and youth who live in certain neighborhoods that see crime, in different areas, and we're looking for safe spaces for them. And myself, as well as all of my colleagues on Columbus City Council, President Klein, President Pro Tem Tyson, Council Members Hardin, Brown, and Council Member Stenziano, who is with us this afternoon, are all very supportive of the APPS program, which is the Applications for Purpose, Pride, and Success. This program was created in 2011 by former Mayor Michael B. Coleman. It is an integral part to the city and our youth. The mission of APPS is to reduce crime and violence by increasing protective factors in the lives of Columbus teens and young adults through proven prevention and intervention strategies. The APPS program provides a fun and safe place for teens and young adults to receive guidance and personal development. The prevention strategies include offering alternatives to violence, while professionals provide mentorship through enrichment activities at 4 community recreation centers, those being Beatty, Glenwood, Douglas, and Linden. Also through the APPS program, we have late night basketball, which is a popular component under APPS, which keeps youth off the streets during the night. My first year on council, I went and I just ran across the basketball court because I cannot play basketball. But it was fun to be there with the youth, and they got a kick out of seeing Councilmember Page run up and down the court out of breath. But it will start June 12th through August 4th, Monday through Friday, 6 through 11 p.m. at 10 community centers, one being here at Drive-In Park. And if you want to know which centers they will be offered at, I'm sure Assistant Director Eric Brandon, who is with us today, will be able to help you get more information on that. Our teens also look forward to Cap City Night Festivals, which are summer festivals and a prevention strategy that aim to foster safe and healthy community relationships by bringing together neighborhood residents, worshipers, service providers, and business owners. Festival activities encourage relationship building amongst families and neighbors, thereby strengthening our communities and empowering the community to work together to reduce violence, while creating a platform of trust to produce positive change. The festivals are all themed and are very special for each particular neighborhood. They have live entertainment, food, and health workshops. So I personally am very excited about the APPS program and also the many programs that you will see across our 29 community centers this summer. We have to remember that it's important to provide safe and fun and exciting places for our youth throughout the entirety of the summer. And if you know of any young people who are looking for somewhere to go, particularly those who it may be a little harder to engage, please send them to, again, one of the 4 centers that have the APPS program or any center. Our recreation leaders, Mr. Font, are always willing to work with young people and get them engaged and get them off the street throughout the summertime. I was originally supposed to introduce Dr. Good, but since he introduced me, I'm not sure what's happened next. But that concludes my comments, and is that the end? Thank you all so much for joining us this afternoon.
Well done.